Hello, members of the board. Good afternoon. My name is JWinder. Today we're going to take a look at religion in schools and current trends. The purpose of today's meeting is to take a look at our current board policies regarding religion in schools. We will also take a look at current trends regarding religion in schools, protective prayer, and religious expression. Our policies: discrimination against any individual on the basis of race, color, national origin, sex, disability, age, or religion in the admission or access to, or treatment or employment in the district's programs and activities is prohibited. Now we're going to take a look at some current trends regarding religion in schools as it pertains to the information of Pew Research Center in 2019. Students acting on their own may engage in religious activity or discussion. They may also offer a prayer or blessing before meals in school or assemble on school grounds for religious purposes to the same extent as other students who wish to express their personal views. Students may not engage in religious harassment of others or compel other students to participate in religious expression. Schools may neither favor nor disfavor students or groups on the basis of their religious identities. Public school employees retain their rights to free exercise of religion. When off duty, employees are free to engage in worship. When they are acting as representatives of the public school system, however, courts have said their rights are constrained by the Establishment Clause. Under the principle of equal access, religious organizations have equal access to meeting space and other forms of recognition provided by public schools to students. Now, protected prayer. According to the U.S. Department of Education 2020, students may pray when not engaged in school activities or instruction. Students may organize prayer groups, religious clubs, and see you at the poll gatherings before school to the same extent that students are permitted to organize other non-curricular activities groups without discrimination because of the religious perspective of their expression. Teachers, administrators, and other school employees are prohibited by the First Amendment from encouraging or discouraging prayer and from actively participating in such activities with students. If a school has a moment of silence or other quiet periods during the school day, students are free to pray or not pray silently. Schools have the discretion to dismiss students to off-premises religious instruction, provided that schools do not encourage or discourage participation. Similarly, schools may excuse students from class to remove a burden on their religious exercise. Protected prayer continued. Students may express their beliefs about religion in homework, artwork, and other assignments free from discrimination. Student speakers may not be selected on a basis that either favors or disfavors religious perspectives. Schools may not mandate or organize prayer at graduation or select speakers for such events in a manner that favor religious speech such as prayer. Schools may not mandate or organize religious ceremonies, but they can make their facilities available to all groups. Now we're going to take a look at religious expression according to the U.S. Department of Education resource. Students have the right to distribute religious literature to their schoolmates on the same terms as they are permitted to distribute other literature that is unrelated to school curriculum or activities. Public schools may not provide religious instruction, but they may teach about religion. School dress codes may not single out religious attire in general or attire of a particular religion. If a school makes exceptions for non-religious reasons, it must also make exceptions for religious reasons in their dress codes. And finally, religious-related excusals should be accommodated, just like requests are approved for non-religious reasons. Now my CLO correlation. This assignment was in direct correlation to CLO 6.3. I evaluated the situation from an unbiased perspective with regard to legal, ethical, and equity issues. I analyzed how the law and policy were applied from a fair perspective. I also communicated all policies, laws, regulations, and procedures directly from our resources. In the future, I would make sure I am adhering to the laws, rights, policies, and regulations that I am supposed to. Relevance. This assignment was very relevant to my current learning. The assignment helped me better understand the information regarding religion in schools, protected prayer, and religious expression. These topics are very important to understand, and I appreciate having a better understanding of them and how they are related to my work as an educator. Reflection. This assignment will definitely influence the decisions I make as a future school leader. I now have a better understanding of religion in schools myself. I also have a better understanding for my students and for my staff. Knowing their rights will help me better serve them all. Here are my references. Thank you to the Board of Education for listening. I hope that this will be a very helpful tool to you. Take care.